Hello, welcome back to Butterfly Box 78. This next reading is for Libra. Give me just a moment. Okay, so I felt the most energy around my heart and around my mouth chakra or throat chakra, which means that maybe you could be something about communication, maybe communication of the heart, feeling in your heart. But whichever way it goes, this is about the most energy around the throat or the mouth and the heart chakra. This is a general read. Give me just a moment. Ooh. Okay. So, Virgo, this is your general reading. First, we have the Fool, and it is in the upright. So, I don't know, it could refer to you stepping out on faith and doing something by yourself. Or this could refer to maybe you wanting to step out and do something on your own. I think, though, with the Strength card being in reverse, that I'm not sure if you're scared, but you're not kind of standing in your power. So it makes it difficult in order for you to move forward. What's interesting about this reading is that we have the Emperor and the upright. So I don't know if you're dealing with a Leo or Aries, or maybe you have them in your chart, but whichever way it goes, I can read this as if, I can read it a couple of different ways. So maybe you're thinking about stepping out on faith. But I feel like you think that you're not strong enough to do this. But what this is telling us is that you really need to stand in your power, in that emperor type of power. Now, I could read this as a love reading also. So, Virgo, if you have been single for a while, where the Strength card is in reverse, this is telling me that, you may have been maybe a little bit of, what do they call it, a recluse, like you've kind of just shut down to the rest of the world. But it could be that your emperor or empress is going to come through for you. What's interesting about this reading is we have Judgment in the reverse. And if I go a little bit further back in the story, this is like, if I go a little bit back, it's like with the Nine of Coins being in the upright, like you were working hard on something, but whatever it was that was being manifested, it wasn't being manifested correctly. And maybe that's why we have the Lovers in the upright. You could be dealing with the Gemini, or you do have Gemini in your chart. But whichever way it goes, I don't know if you were working hard in a relationship or if you're single and you were looking for love. But whatever this is, the energy in this kind of left you maybe defenseless. And that's why Judgment is in the reverse. Maybe it's an energy that maybe you don't need to play with. And in order to turn this around, let's go ahead. Let me clarify why Strength. So you've got 3 major arcanas out here, and a major arcana is the overall energy, but it came in reverse. So let's figure out what we can do in order to understand this reading a little bit more. It's Okay. So, okay. So, what this is telling me is that I don't know if a current situation um, made you feel weak, but just understand that this relationship was never supposed to happen. Like, it wasn't something that was going to come to fruition. Because we have the Two of Wands in reverse. If it was in the upright, I would say that this is a partnership. It also can represent business. So just keep in mind, if there was a business situation, this is about you standing within your emperor power and understanding that you may have to go with this journey alone. You don't need anybody else, basically. But I don't know if the situation, if it was a love situation and it left you weak, it wasn't meant to be, because we also have the Tower in reverse. So whether it upright or reverse, this is totally built on a terrible foundation. I shouldn't say terrible, but just not a good foundation. And Virgo, you are an earth sign. I'm sorry, Libra, you're an air sign. However, you have the Queen of Coins in reverse. And this is, you may have lost. The good thing is that you have come to the end of a cycle. And you had to go through quite a few things in order to regain that strength. So what this is actually telling me from this reading is that, it's important for you to move forward alone. You don't need anybody, and that you're at the end of, a very painful cycle. You don't have to go through it anymore because you're in this power now. Now, I will say that the moon is the overall energy in reverse. So there are some things that you are unable to see. But honestly, because this mostly has to do with the past, it doesn't matter. That overall energy of not being able to understand why things are a certain way. Libra, this is telling me that you don't have any control over those things, but you do have control over yourself. So I would say stand in your emperor power, and as you're healing, remember that whole cycle is coming to an end. All right, Libra, that was really a way to turn around a reading. It was already wonderful from the jump, but you really seemed to have to go through some things, but you overcame, and now you are in your emperor power. So you went from the Fool to an emperor. That's pretty dope. Anyway, Libra, have a wonderful day. Thank you. Bye-bye.